it's done.
Yay!
Yay! How many days did that take?
Many.
Too many. Too many.
You really only.
It didn't take long at all.
Didn't you just start last weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. I just took it out last weekend, and I did not work on it this week at all.
No, you didn't.
Did not
because you
come
were
out and work
waiting
on
for
it.
something to show up at one point, were you?
Yeah, and then that thing showed up, and I put it in the dash, and I haven't touched it since. So it's really just a few hours install, and that includes
ripping this whole thing apart.
Ripping it out, tracking down the wires. If I didn't mention it, the brown and white wire that I didn't know what it was a violet and white wire that went to the reverse light sensor so that the reverse camera would come on. So yeah, pretty simple install, and that included the soldering. Cutting out the old harness, soldering in a new one. It used, because this is the Sprinter, I don't have the rear speakers that I have to hook up, so that saved, what, 4 wires right there. There's no subwoofer on this, but wait till you hear the sound. It's pretty cool. So let me tell you about
And I
this
haven't,
stereo.
this is my first time hearing it.
That you have not heard it since it's been in. So let me walk through the cool features. They're all cool features. Honestly, I love this radio. This is one that I would buy for sure. And you can buy it too. Got some great discount codes that ATOTO gave, especially for us,
Nice.
but mostly for you. You're going to go, wow, that's a heck of a deal. But let me show you why I love this thing. When you first turn this on, hook it up and turn it on, it takes about 30 seconds to boot up, which is way longer than that old thing we had on the dash took. It was like 10 seconds to boot up. But through the magic of 12-volt systems, it only does that the first time that you turn it on if you've had the battery connected. Every other time it has a teeny little power draw and the CMOS built in that keep it booted up. So let's zoom in here, and I'll show you the features and how fast it boots up.
Okay.
And we can hear it. Oh, before we do that, I want to start out by saying this is a single DIN radio. I have no idea what DIN means, but I know what it is. If you know what DIN stands for.
Like DIN?
DIN. If you know what it stands for, let me know in the comments below. Hey, that rhymes. I do know this is a double DIN stereo that came out. And see, it is, a single DIN is half as high as this. And you've just watched the video of me putting it in, so you know that it was half this height. So the good thing is, if you have a double DIN car now and want to put the stereo in, you can. Because
What if you have a single DIN?
if you have a single DIN, you can. Because that's a single DIN stereo.
So any DIN.
But if you're buying a double DIN and trying to put it in a single DIN, you won't be able to do it. So that's the first really cool thing, is it will fit in most cars. There are some wonky installs out there, but ATOTO, they will help you find the right adapters.
ATOTO.
Okay, why not? Okay, now let's zoom in here.
Okay, finally.
And see what's happening.
Jeez. I can see you in the reflection. Wow.
Let me state, I have not put the screen covers on.
Just talk to me in there, because that is such a clear shot.
Cool. I've not put the screen covers on that came with it. One is frosted and one is not, and I haven't figured out which one I want to put on yet. So that may help with some of the reflection, but it does come with 2 separate screen protectors should you want to use that. Before we get into powering up the radio, you'll notice how far out this is from the dash. The old one was in the dash. Well, it's more packed full of features than the other one was. So let me show you the customization of this radio. You can bring it out a little bit if you prefer it to be out, or push it back in. You can adjust it up. And since it's single DIN install, it has a spot for a little cubby there.
Look at that.
In hindsight, I would have put a couple of chargers in there.
Ah.
But I'm not taking this thing back out to do that. It'll do that. It'll tilt towards the passenger or the driver, and it will slide left and right. I know. That's pretty cool. So we'll probably keep it slid that way, because then I can angle the screen more to me and still be able to put my phone right there. And your phone will fit right there and you'll be able to see it.
Look at that.
Right?
It's pretty fancy.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
So that's pretty nice. I'm enjoying that quite a bit. I will figure out the positioning for this and then we'll tighten all those screws back down and it will stay there forever. So let's power this up. Beep, beep. This is the main screen that welcomes you when you sign in. So we've got the weather that's going on. We've got your GPS going on, of course, your time, and some screen icons here, and your sound over here. Currently, we're listening to Smartless, but we won't play that because we're not licensed to. One cool thing about this is you can change all this up. You don't have to leave that default. There are other widgets and things that they're called that you can put in there. So that is very, very awesome. Another great feature about this one is it can connect 2 Bluetooth phones simultaneously. So many of them, if you're upgrading your stereo, you're going to find out I can connect to one and then I have to disconnect and connect to the other. We can fight over who has control of the radio. If your system supports it, you can control your environment from in here. You can control what you want on this shortcut bar. So you can do the heat, you can do the fan, you can do the heated seats. None of that works in this Antique. Because this is all manual control, so that doesn't work. But if you have one of the newer vans, it will. You can see off the bat, you can tie a TPMS into this and monitor your TPMS through your radio. Currently, their TPMS only supports 4 tires. If it supported 6, I would have it on here in a heartbeat because that's awesome. So let's go into some of the apps that just come with it. This is what you have. You can...
I wish it showed here on the video how vibrant that screen is.
It is really...
But it does
HD.
not.
It's really HD. So I'm going to, right off the bat, Lumi Auto. You can get floor well lights and hook them up to this so that it can match the music, or you can change the lighting and all that.
That's
from
crazy.
Here, which is just very, very cool. We are not in CarPlay mode yet. This does support Android Auto and CarPlay.
Wait, I saw Netflix.
You did see Netflix.
So, like, while you're driving, I can sit here and watch a movie? Shut up. Seriously?
Yeah.
No, but like while you're driving?
Yes.
It's not going to be one of those things that says, no watching movies while you're driving.
Never watch a movie while you're driving.
But I could watch a
Don't do
movie
that.
while you're
You
driving.
could. Now, this stereo has the ability...
Looks cute.
The wrong cars. Hey, let's watch that. It does have the ability to lock that out. There is a setting in here that says only display videos if the parking brake is on.
Oh, okay.
I do not have that enabled right now. So that's one thing. Let's roll across these really quick. Starting from here. Radio. We have no stations where we are right now. So we'll skip that. The CarPlay is over here. Phone. I'm connected to the phone right now. And then I want to point out this has a 36 band equalizer in it. It's mind-boggling that you have that much control.
That's crazy.
over what's going on. And I'm just going to look at my notes to make sure. 36. Yeah, 36 band equalizer, supports time delay calibration. It's got an active 3-way crossover. It has fiber and coax outputs. It is compatible, of course, with Qualcomm and HD Bluetooth as well. I have my whole write up here of things that we're going to talk about. But let me fire up some music here. This is our new theme song for How the Way We Go that you're hearing in the background. We won't play the whole thing, just to give you an idea of what this equalizer can do. So this would be how the standard radio sounded. I changed the equalizer to be this. We chase the sun from shore amazing the difference.
That's cool.
And you have all of these presets.
That's amazing.
So that is probably one of my, if not the favorite things about this, is the control you have over the sound. You heard that bass come in.
Yeah.
I love it. I
He's
loved
all
it.
about that bass.
I'm all about that bass. No trouble. Again, this is just the home screen. We are not even on CarPlay. So let's go grab an app. Let's say Netflix. And we can drag that to a second screen if you want. And you can have a short flip for Netflix on that second screen. You can replace any of these. And if we go back into settings, you can set that as the background. You can have a live wallpaper, which is pretty cool as your background. You can see that moving around. You can change the icon style, get the round or the square. For your home screen, we have this currently set as our home screen, but it comes with different styles already done. That's a subtle difference. You can see a little difference, different layouts that are already programmed in there for different things, or you can make a custom layout of your own. You can change to a dark theme. Follow the headlights. I have yet to check that out to see if it actually does. Oh, skipped over screensaver. I don't want a screensaver on this. I want it to always be on. But you can set the time on that. You can tell it what to do, customize the screensaver. The backlight. And then the floating shortcut bar is this across the bottom. You can change how long that's going to stay on. If it's only on when you're in the active display and not on when you're in CarPlay, which is the way that I have mine set, only CarPlay, or have that floating shortcut bar on all the time. I did not want that. So a lot you can do with that home screen. All of this,
yeah, cool.
Yeah. Again, we haven't even hit CarPlay yet. We're still just on the main screen. So you have all of those apps, the equalizer. You have, comes with something called Drive Chat, which is their AI. You can also choose to use the Google Assistant, which I will show you. But I have programmed this. The van's name is Sadie. So if I say, "Hey Sadie, tell me a joke."
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Right? With the Drive Chat,
I had no idea Sadie's voice sounded like that.
right? To hear your other voice. You can program it to be things to do in the radio. You know, turn the volume up, next song, that kind of thing. And have a different AI for things like that. Tell me a joke, give me directions, that kind of thing. So I have Hey Van and Hey Sadie. Sadie is the Sadie is the joke teller. Van is the assistant for driving things.
Huh.
You can also use Google Assistant. Tell me a joke.
Did you hear about the snowman that got upset when the sun came out? He had a total meltdown.
Boom. So you can tie Google Assistant in with that. Again, still not even in CarPlay. We'll roll through these really quick. Aux in. Bluetooth, of course, is one of the many methods to connect from my notes. You can connect this to the interwebs in 5 different ways. Wi-Fi. You saw me put the Wi-Fi antenna on top of the radio back there. Bluetooth. You can connect via Bluetooth. USB sharing. 4G physical SIM card. I do have my T-Mobile SIM card in the side there. It comes with what they call an EIOT Club card that is triple. It's Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile compatible. You can go to their website and load that up with data. It comes with, get this, 100 meg of free data. You know how fast you're going to go through 100 meg? Yeah, immediately.
Meg.
So you want to load that up, but it's a nice option and it's working. You've seen the EQ, F-Cam. This comes with a front camera, optional, and rear camera, optional. They will record to either the internal storage on this, which is 128 gig, or you can put in a USB drive over here on the side and put storage there. Or you can put a USB plug on this side, or a card. What is the little card called? Mini SD. Micro
card.
SD. You can put a micro SD card in this side and go that way. Absolutely awesome. Haven't used feedback files. We have a USB plugged into here, which is the USB 2. USB 1 is to record off your DVR. So all of that. USB 2 is you can just put a USB drive in. I brought mine in the top here for ease of access. And you can just go look at your USB, look at your movies, and play your own movie in here. Find apps is kind of like your Google Play Store. Apps on iOS if you're using one of those. Of course, Google is a browser, HDMI. So you can hook a HDMI up here and use that as your DVR. Luma Auto, we talked about. Maps is Maps. Music you saw. Netflix palette is where you go to change the colors on everything. Background, all those kinds of screens. Pandora, you should know what that is. Pictures, also
Now,
hit your USB. Yes.
Excuse me, but now did it come with all of these already on it, or did you put these on it?
I have installed nothing on this.
Okay.
So it came with all of these already set up here, and it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Play Store, of course. Radio. I hope you know what the radio is. RCam is the
Rear camera.
alternative. Yeah, to F-cam.
Opposite of F-cam.
That's right. It's good. Settings. It has settings. We'll Sirius XM on here. It does not have a Sirius XM receiver, so you would have to have it the web account equivalent to use that, which is fine. Spotify system update. I did do the system update. It took about 10 minutes to run through everything and do all the update, which was pretty cool. Torque, I will come back to Torque. Track HU is a hidden feature. Let's enable that, where you can track your radio remotely. So if, for example, if your van gets stolen for some reason, you can go to Track HU and find out where it is online. It's pretty darn cool. So it's like a GPS. It reports back to you, to your login, to secure. And you can enable and disable the Track HU. So once you have it set up in the van, you can hide it, if you will. It's not disabled, it's hidden. But you can still go log in on the website and see where your van is. It's a great feature. So it's like GPS, but you can track the van. Make sense? V-Control is if you have some of those other compatible things that I mentioned that come with this. Video to watch a video. Web resources. All this stuff to help you with your ATOTO stereo. Widgets. I'm going to show you widgets real quick, because these are the things that you can tie to your taskbar or that you can put on your front page. So let's pretend we want to put a Pandora widget on the home page.
There's already one on there.
I'm going to do another one.
Oh.
Come on. Pandora widget that wide. Oh, sorry. We're going to put it right over here next to the Netflix, and it's there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that works out pretty well. We don't need this one down here, so we can just remove that. It is so simple to drag things around. We'll get that all set. I know I'm rolling through this really fast, but I want the video to be short-ish. Video resources, widgets. What was the WRC? Oh yeah, okay. Wireless backup camera. So that's
That would be
recording your backup.
WBC.
Wireless rear camera.
Okay.
I do not have a wireless rear camera. YouTube, I hope you know what YouTube is, and CarPlay. So we plumbed this in with the existing backup camera. So if you put it in reverse, you get the backup camera right there.
Cool.
Pretty darn cool. Now, I want to come back for a minute to Torque, because they have an OBD2 adapter that you can put on your OBD too, and that's what a technician will plug into if they want to see if there are any error codes on your system. Make sense? Well, with their adapter, you get the Torque app, and you can come in and see all of that same information that a technician would see, but in real time. Anything that they can pull a code on from this, you can have on the screen. So I have the altitude, speed, coolant temperature, throttle position, all that. I would probably use coolant temperature, oil pressure, oil temperature, speed, elevation, maybe the turbo boost. But yeah, it's pretty cool, highly customizable. That adapter was about $30. And Torque comes with this already installed on the phone. So
Very cool.
for all you gearheads out there, that's pretty nice. And you can have several screens of that Torque app. And all of these
Very
things.
cool.
You also, from the Torque app, you can go in and read all the codes. No, I don't care about you right now. It takes some time. There were no faults on this when I ran it, because you can also clear those codes. Of course, if you're clearing a code that's an actual fault, it will come back again, but it will at least let you know what's going on. So you can spend $250 on a code reader.
Wow.
That all it will do is read the codes and reset the codes, or you can get yourself an X10. So that is pretty.
I was trying to see what that said, but I couldn't.
It said no faults were found.
Oh.
I mentioned when I was putting this back in that this control for the original radio would do up and down volume. And that's all we had control over. If you wanted to pause music, you were reaching over here, reaching clear over here to do that. And of course you could do the phones. Well, the X10 also has an adapter for steering wheel control. And this is currently just mounted with their band that came with it to the steering wheel. But from here, you can control the volume, mute. Of course, you can pause the music. You can go to the next song, but this is the other one I have loaded up. You can bring up the assistant, or you can default that to Google Assistant, which is cool. You can make and receive phone calls from here.
Oh,
hang them up.
and you called me from it one
I
day.
did, and it sounded pretty darn good. and I
Sounded
still
so
have the
good.
plastic on
I
this.
couldn't even tell that you. I was surprised when you said you were talking to me through the van.
It also supports an external microphone if you want, but I don't think we need it because there's two microphones right here.
Look at that.
So let's bump over to CarPlay. While I'm waiting for my phone to reboot so we can get the CarPlay to work, I'm going through the settings. I want to point out one thing about the sound settings in settings. You can have it make a sound when you touch or don't. You can also change the volume settings to be, automatically resets to a default. But you can change the volume of the radio versus media versus navigation versus the voice assistant versus what you're doing phone calls, and then you have your touch sound as well there. So
That's cool.
yeah, navigation, media mixing mode.
I like that you can have navigation be a different, because
yeah,
navigation's always just so
overwhelming.
loud and interrupting.
Yeah. Audio volume will automatically change with the vehicle's speed.
Nice.
That's super nice. Loudness control will boost your highs and lows at a low volume to make it easier to sound. And then amplifier turn on. We don't have an amplifier, so we're not going to worry about that. So that in itself is just worth the price of admission, in my opinion. There's CarPlay with all the things that you would expect from CarPlay. I am not going to go in through what all of the apps in CarPlay do because that's not this video. But yay, we have CarPlay. To get back to the regular settings, it is just car. Isn't that fun?
That is such
So
fun.
fun. So, a couple more things. You have all your regular displays up here to tell you what's going on. You can set the time yourself or have it follow the GPS, which is what I've done. You can see we're on LTE. If we were on Wi-Fi, there'd be the Wi-Fi indicator there. So all those things going on. It does have a drag down I did 2 right there where you can get all of the controls like you would see, I guess, on your iPhone control panel. Easy way to get to the settings if you want to. So I'm going to open up YouTube briefly. Hey, look at that. If you haven't seen Leanne Morgan, you need to go check out Leanne Morgan because she's amazing. So we'll do that. I'll open the music and pause it. And then show you that you can do a double drag up to get to that menu. If you're in YouTube, and does it support it? You can go back and forth between all your apps and see everything there. So you can swipe through. Ooh, I've got a lot of stuff open, and close them out just like you would, or do a clear all. You can also do a split screen display for apps that support it. So we've got Torque, and I'll see if YouTube will support split screen. It will. So you can have something going on one side and something going on the other if you want. And that can be your maps as well. If you want maps here and audio control over here. Let's talk about your discount codes, which I'm going to put down below. If you buy this unit from ATOTO, and I'll have the links there, there's currently a universal 8% discount code. And it's ATOUSDN08. It's right there. There's also a 15% discount code, which is ATOFALL. Fall. I don't know how long that one's going to be active. You can stack those. So if you do the math,
Wow.
8 and 15, it's a pretty good deal. So why would you do one if you can do both? Yeah, I don't know how long the fall will be there, so get that. Even a better deal, right now they're having a flash sale. And I'll put that link here that gets you 30% off.
Nice.
Yeah. The code there is FLASHSALE.
Ooh.
Right? If you get this from Amazon, and I'll put a link to our Amazon for this, you get an 8% discount code, which is ATMZX101. Why would you pay full price if you can get a discount?
Well, and why would you go for an 8% discount when you can get a 30% discount?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Once I sealed the deal with these guys for this one, I had it within a couple of days. So, and that's Amazon shipping time also. Again, they provided the radio for our honest review. I honestly am really impressed with it, and it's going to stay in the dash. I paid for the OBD2 reader myself. I paid for this myself, and I can vouch for both of those. I do want to point out this comes off of here, and I do have some little round magnets that I may mount this somewhere else, like there, since that doesn't work. I considered putting it here and just honking the horn every time I turn the volume up or down. Or you can just hand that over to the passenger and let them control the radio and all that kind of stuff. Or leave it right there. So
as the passenger,
passenger.
I cannot control the radio without that. Is that what you're saying?
unless you reach clear over to the screen.
Oh,
and
I can,
control it there.
but I can, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
And volumes up and downs can be here. You can do it from here, screen brightness as well. And then you might have seen when I started over here, it brings up that screen to do volume that way too.
Very cool.
So, highly recommend. If you like the stereo, if you like the demo we did for doing the install, the overview, even if you didn't, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't to the channel. If you have, thank you so much. And hit that notification bell so you can see the next upgrade / modification / trip that we take. All right? All right.
My arm is exhausted from holding that phone all that time.
Need a better system than that. But I don't need a better system than that.
That's pretty freaking
darn
awesome.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm impressed.
I can't believe you could watch Netflix while you're going down the road. But what's really cool, now we essentially have 2 TVs in this van.
We do.
I mean,
We
like,
have 2
you can be
TVs.
sitting back there working, using that, I can sit up here and watch TV. Or you can sit up here and work and I can lay back there and watch TV.
That's true.
That's fantastic.
Keep in mind, you do have to have the radio on, the truck turned on to use that.
Well, then you sit up here and work and I'll lay back there and watch TV.
You got a deal. You've got a deal.
Okay.
We don't very often watch two different TVs.
We don't.
But that works well. All right.
Sorry.
She's going to take a nap.
Sleepy.
I'm going to go start editing this video.
What should I do?
She's
take a
gonna go
nap.
take a nap. She's very tired.
I need to go throw some clay.
Oh, yeah. She's never too tired for clay. What time is it? Oh, you need to get throwing, baby. So, we do have more exciting updates coming. The back of the van is almost done, and nobody has guessed yet what we're doing. What are they doing in the back of the van?
I don't know, but it's going to be so fun when I can finally take a bath.
What?
That has nothing to do with the back of the
Okay,
van.
it'll just be
I
fun
just
when you
can't wait to
take
be
a
able to
bath.
take a bath.
All right, you guys go like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and get yourself a radio.
Seriously, that's awesome.
It is.
Honest review. Honest. So far we think it's awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
Would buy. Would install again.
Can somebody without a lot of like experience installing things like that do it?
You would need to be fairly handy because you do have to solder wires in there. It's not recommended that you use butt splices to keep all those little wires together.
It's a butt.
Don't twist and put black tape on them. If you don't know how to solder and you're going to do this install, find someone who does know how to solder. I imagine that you could find an adapter to go from the old wire to the new. It is not hard at all. It is not
I'll bet
hard.
you could learn how on YouTube.
And it's pretty cheap. You don't need a big fancy soldering gun. You need a soldering iron, Ace Hardware, roll of solder, Ace Hardware, and a wire stripper. And some heat shrink. But you've seen all that too. So, yeah. If you have to be a little bit techie, I guess. I'm not going to say that anybody can just grab it and do that part. That is the only tough part about it.
What about putting it all back together? I mean, I saw the way that dash was completely taken apart. I mean, that in and of itself is a
That was a
scary thing.
It
or
is a scary thing. It is a big thing. If you haven't done it before, well, one, this will be an adventure for you, and two, you might want to consider having one of your friends do it who's done that kind of thing. The dash doesn't need to come as far apart as I took it, because I not only changed out the radio, but I put in new USB plugs, and I hid the 4G GPS antenna up under the dash a little bit.
And you built in a speakeasy.
I built in a speakeasy. Yeah. We're not going to tell you the code word. But if the van's are rocking, we're probably in the speakeasy. So that's fun. Yeah. I was surprised it all went back together as well as it did, because there's a lot on the back of this. Not only the wiring, the harness that comes with it, but all of the things that you can attach to this. You know, like I mentioned, the floor well colors and the rear camera and the front camera. Had we been so inclined, I probably could have tied it into the rear speakers, but I didn't see the need. But
Well, what about when we're driving and I'm laying back there and I want to listen to the music?
You've got your own radio back there. Earphones. I've got a solution for every problem.
You do.
All right, let's get to it. We'll see you guys down the road eventually. If the vans are rocking, it's because we're moving around. If the vans are rocking, I probably tripped over something.
Do I have purple teeth?
Nope. How cute he is.
The cutest boy.
To the parking brakes, or the reverse brake. Nope.
What's a
You
reverse
see that,
brake?
right? Reverse brake. That's the brake you use when you're in reverse. It's very much like the forward brake.
Can I take it off the thing?
Let me splice this in. Say din again.
I did again.
My
I'm
lovely
taking the
camera
phone off the
assistant.
tripod.
Okay.
Hope I don't get a blood blister.
On our phones. Or who can take a call? She can take a call. I can take a call. Say take a call again. Take a call again.
Sounded like you said Shay can take a call.
Well, Shay can take a call, but not in my van. She can take a call. He can take a call. Everybody can take a call. But this does support Android Auto. This does support Android Auto. Support is support in Android. It's a new thing now. I just made it up. What do I even want to say?
Gosh, I wish
For
it
your
showed
iOS.
the vibrant colors.
Is it too reflecty to even see anything though?
No, I mean I can get it to where it can see the things. It's just not showing how vibrant it is.
It's very vibrant. All those
Should we
things.
maybe not have that music playing while we're doing this?
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. It has so many options. Okay, I don't know where it is, so we'll cut that out.
If you need anything or want to chat, just let me know.
Let's try
I'm
that
here to
again.
help.
Are you though? Hey Sadie. Tell me a joke.
Why do I hear me?
Because that's the video that's playing. Except it's not. Okay, let's stop recording for a minute and I'll go fix that. Oh, look at that. Bear with while I turn on my massager.
My voice sounds normal, but everything else is going so slow.
I noticed that too.
The dashboard's torn apart. That's what you're asking.
I don't know why it's doing that though. Evidently I'm not connected. You know why? Because my Bluetooth is off on my phone. Bear with. I wasn't.
I'm gonna need a back massage after holding this phone.
Well, that is not at all what is supposed to be here.
You keep touching that and nothing's happening.
I'm noticing that too.
So touch something else.
Remember, this is your van conversion.